Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Coding with Jeff, where we are diving headfirst into HTML and learning some basics of HTML that'll help us to get our very first project up and going. If this is the first video you're seeing, then make sure to go back and view the previous video so that you will know how we got all of this up on the screen. If this is your very first time attempting to learn HTML, I feel sorry for you. No, I'm just kidding. You should be able to follow along pretty good, but you'll want to make sure to get everything set up. So make sure to watch the previous video in this series. All right, so when I left off on the last video, I said that we were going to learn about headings. I lied. I'm sorry. I got a little bit ahead of myself and I forgot all about commenting. Okay, so commenting is very important in HTML because not only does it allow you to go back and see why you wrote a specific piece of code, but it allows the person coming behind you to see why you put that piece of code there. What does that piece of code do? What does it show up as on the screen? It's like little notes for you or for someone else coming behind you, okay? So in this video, it's going to be short and simple because leaving a comment is very easy. And we are going to be doing it for the rest of this series so that you will know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. You'll be able to look at your document and you'll say, oh yeah, that is how I do this. This is why I do it this way, etc., etc. Okay? So we have to go inside of our body tag here because remember, our body tag is where we put our content that we want to show up on our page. Okay? All right, so to leave a comment, what you will need to do is, it's similar to how we got the boilerplate content, except we'll be hitting different keys, okay? So you'll need to hold down the control key. That's the key on your keyboard that says CTRL, okay? And you will push the question mark key. So control question mark. Now what that's going to do is, it's going to bring up this little tag here that is green. Okay, so it's going to have a left angle bracket, an exclamation point, 2 hyphens, and then a space for you to put your comment. It's going to finish out with 2 hyphens and a right angle bracket. Okay, so this will allow us to write anything we want and it will not show up on our web page. This is very important because if you try to write a comment without using the comment command code, whatever it's called, then it's going to show up on your web page. Okay, so what we want to do is we will leave comments like this. Okay, so we will say headings. Well, in real life, we would say this is our title heading. Okay, so that will let the next person know. It'll remind you that this is our title heading. Okay, and then we'll have our code below it. All right, so we can leave multiple comments. You don't have to leave just one. So if you want to leave like a note for yourself, we can leave a note about headings. Okay, so we can say headings are used to break up the content on a web page. All right, let me show you another cool trick while we're at it that will help you to keep all of your code within your viewer window. So what you can do is you can go up here to view and you can go all the way to the bottom to word wrap, or you can hold down Alt and press Z on your keyboard. Now what that's going to do is, watch the content that we've been typing in. It's going to put all of that in your window here so that it don't run off the page and you can easily keep track of what you're doing. Okay, so back to it. Headings are used to break up the content on a web page. Headings go from H1 to H6 with H1 being the most important. Okay, so that is how you will leave a comment in HTML. All right, so that is all for this video. Like I said, short, sweet, to the point. Leave your comments. Make sure that you're leaving yourself notes, especially if you're putting in some complex HTML that you might not remember later on why you did it or how you did it or anything else. And also for the people coming behind you who are editing this document as well, you want to be able to make it as hassle-free for them as possible so that they can get their work done as quickly as possible. All right, so that's all for this video. Make sure to join us in the next video where we are going to be talking about headings. All right, see you there.